Court closed. See link for news of forthcoming attractions. Doors are unremarkable, but this one has a certain je ne sais pas. Excuse me.
Hold it. Your membership card, please.
I don't have one.
This is a private club.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You do now. Piss off.
How do I join the club?
You have to be sponsored by an existing member. It's a most exclusive establishment. Frequented only by those with the proper credentials.
You mean people with money?
No, people with credit. There's a world of difference. People with money think they can afford not to care. People with credit know they can't, but don't care anyway.
What goes on in the club?
If I was to tell you that this club provides recreational facilities par excellence for a clientele with elegance and taste, I'd be lying through my teeth.
You just said it was exclusive.
Oh, it is exclusive, but seedy. The reason people come here is the cheap booze, and the fact that it's off limits to security.
Do you know anyone who'd sponsor me?
What about old widow Piermont? She used to come here, years ago. If you chatted her up, she might sponsor you.
I don't know Mrs. Piermont personally.
Oh, you must have seen her, with her dog. Mrs. Piermont is the one with 2 legs.
See you later. The door has an old-fashioned lock on it. It's an old trick, but it still works. What's through that door?
It's off limits to the likes of you.
I just wondered where it leads.
It's the old cathedral. There's nothing interesting in there. In fact, it's empty.
Why guard an empty cathedral?
I'm not guarding it exactly. I'm just standing here.
Preventing me from entering.
Yes.
Do you know the woman with the dog?
Oh yes, that's Mrs. Piermont, the richest woman in Union City. And the ugliest.
What's the best way out of the city?
There isn't a way out.
Then the inhabitants are no better than prisoners.
That's the price of progress.
Never mind. Excuse me.
Hello, darling. I don't believe we've met.
No, I'm a stranger here.
I'm Mrs. Piermont, but you can call me Danielle.
Would you sponsor me for the club?
Oh no, I couldn't do that.
Why not?
As you said yourself, you're a stranger. Why, you could be a terrorist. No, it's out of the question.
Excuse me. Do you know someone called Overman?
Why, yes, I do. He worked with my husband, Professor Piermont. Why? Are you interested in Overman?
He was my father.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. Overman's only son died in an accident.
That was no accident, Mrs. Piermont. It was deliberate sabotage by security. My mother was killed, but I survived. And I've read a document which proves it.
Incredible! Your mother was a great friend to me. If you're really Robert Overman, I'll sponsor you. Meet me at my apartment. Oh, come to Mummy, Spunky.
Hello.
Oh, come to Mummy, Spunky.
My name's Vincent. What's yours?
I'm Robert. You can call me Rob. Why aren't you at school, Vincent?
My tutor's malfunctioned. I tried to reprogram it to play video games.
Haven't you got any human friends?
Of course I have. None of them will play with me though, because I always beat them.
Do you know a man called Overman?
No, Rob. Why do you want to know?
He's my dad.
Aren't you a little old to have a dad?
Last time I saw him, I was a little boy. I was taken away to the Gap.
The Gap? Oh, wow! I'd like to escape to the Gap. I'm tired of being told what to do.
What's that you're playing with?
It's my handheld games console.
Neat. What's the game?
It's called Fleecy the Lamb.
That sounds nice. What's the objective?
Torch the mutant psychos with your flamethrower and stop Dr. Mantis from butchering the orphans.
But that's horrible.
Yeah, I'll play better.
Do you know the woman with the dog?
That's Mrs Piermont, and she's a pig.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
Well, she tried to confiscate my console. She gave me a lecture and tried to force me to join the Junior Security Corps.
Don't wear out your thumbs. It's the call button for an apartment.
Hello. Who is this?
It's me, Robert.
Come right in, Rob. Welcome to my humble little home, Robert. You know, I remember you as a baby, Robert.
I've grown a bit since then.
I'm sure you have. You must have so many questions to ask me.
Yes, I have. What was the professor working on?
Didn't I tell you? Helmut was the designer of Link. It was his dream, but he died before it was realized. Your father became the project leader.
So my dad was responsible for Link?
Yes, he stepped into Helmut's shoes. Link reached completion on the very day you were born. From then on, Richard changed. He spent more time with Link, than he did with his wife and baby.
Why did my mother try to escape?
But she did her best to cope. But she wasn't the same after Richard's rejection. The authorities never approved of her marriage either, because she came from Hobart. Eventually, she decided to return home.
So the bastards had her killed.
You're overwrought, Robert. Would you like some paracetamol?
I don't want analgesic. I want answers. Are you gonna sponsor me now?
If that's what you want. I'll telephone the manager and make the arrangements. This won't take a moment. Is that Mr. Colston? Danielle Piermont here. I have a friend I wish to sponsor.
If I pick up the ball over, it's full of biscuits and dog drool. Little crunchy. It's pivoted in the I ought to move that trash. It's too heavy to carry. Never mind. Excuse me. Smart floral display. Are they real? What do you think? They look kind of shiny.
Naturally. I've just varnished them.
Do you paint the flowers too?
This is Union City, not Wonderland. You obviously know nothing about plants.
See you later.
What was that splashing noise? Where has Spunky gone? Officer Blunt, come and help me, quickly!
Just for a second, you scared me. But you're only dummies. Oh no, not her, not Anita. Her skin is burnt and blistered. She appears to have been exposed to radiation.